What if I told you that a child saint born over 1200 years ago walked across India before the age of 32, revived a dying spiritual tradition, debated the greatest minds of his time, and left behind a legacy that defines Hindu philosophy even today? This is the story of Sri Adi Shankaracharya, the spiritual prodigy who reshaped Indian thought. Adi Shankaracharya was born in Kaladi, Kerala in the 8th century CE to a devout Brahmin couple, Shivaguru and Aryamba, after years of intense prayer to Lord Shiva. Legend says Lord Shiva himself promised to be born as their son. Even as a child, Shankara was extraordinary. He could memorize scriptures at lightning speed and had deep spiritual insight. By the age of 8, he was already craving a deeper path, the life of a sannyasi or renunciate monk. But there was a problem. His mother resisted. Then fate intervened. A crocodile caught him while bathing in the river. Shankara pleaded with his mother, "Let me take sannyasa or I will die now." She agreed, and miraculously the crocodile let go. Soon after, Shankara left home in search of his guru. He found Govinda Bhagavad-pada, a great sage of the Advaita tradition, in a cave near the Narmada river. Shankara learned under him and was initiated into the Advaita Vedanta philosophy, the non-dual idea that the self or Atman is none other than the supreme, Brahma. Advaita Vedanta means non-dualism. It teaches that all of reality is one, that there is no real separation between the individual soul, Atman, and the universal spirit, Brahman. To Shankara, the apparent world is Maya, illusion. Just like a rope mistaken for a snake in the dark, the world appears separate, but in truth it is one. He wrote powerful commentaries on the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras, bringing clarity and structure to these complex texts. Shankara was not just a philosopher, he was a missionary of knowledge. He walked the entire subcontinent, from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, reviving the Sanatana Dharma at a time when India was fragmented by ritualism, sectarianism, and confusion. He debated scholars across India and established that Advaita Vedanta is rooted in scriptural truth, logic, and personal experience. He established 4 major mathas or monasteries in India: Sringeri, South; Dwaraka, West; Puri, East; and Jyotirmath or Joshimath, North. These peethams continue to guide Hindu spiritual life to this day. Shankaracharya composed many stotras, devotional hymns like Bhaja Govindam, on the fleeting nature of life; Saundharya Lahari, a mystical hymn to the Divine Mother; Atmabodha, Viveka Chudamani, and Upadesha Sahasri, on self-realization and liberation. His commentaries simplified Jnana Yoga, but he also respected bhakti. His approach was deeply inclusive. According to tradition, Shankara left his body in Kedarnath at the age of 32, having accomplished what would take lifetimes. His final message? Know yourself to be divine. Free yourself from illusion. That alone is liberation. In today's world of chaos and distraction, Adi Shankara's message of inner unity, clarity, and universal truth is more relevant than ever. He reminds us, you are not the body, not the mind, not this fleeting world. You are the infinite, pure formless consciousness. Shankaracharya did not just revive a religion, he awakened a civilization, and his teachings continue to shine like a lamp in the dark, guiding seekers across the world.